The world is only getting more complex, and the old ways of managing compliance can't keep up. Spreadsheets and manual reviews are relics in an era of constant change. AI isn't about replacing human judgment. They augment it, handling scale and speed so experts can focus on strategy. AI turns data overload into actionable intelligence, making complexity manageable. Stories like SynCorp and Innovate Forward are happening now. Businesses are integrating AI at their core. Embracing this technology isn't just about avoiding risk. It's about unlocking potential and building resilient, agile organizations. The path forward is clear. Adapt, learn, and evolve in real time. AI agents are the navigators for the modern compliance maze. The future belongs to those who embrace complexity with confidence. AI is the tool that will light the way. For leaders like Maria, autonomous AI compliance delivers three things: compliance, agility, and peace of mind. First, they dramatically reduce the risk of fines and reputational damage by catching violations early. Second, they enable agility. Companies can enter new markets confidently, knowing that AI has mapped the regulatory landscape. Compliance becomes a strategic enabler, not a roadblock. Most importantly, leaders regain time and focus for innovation and strategy. AI is a trusted partner, handling the details so leaders can look ahead. This technology empowers leaders to answer with certainty. Yes, we are compliant. Yes, we're ready for what's next. In a world of uncertainty, that assurance is priceless. It's the ultimate competitive edge. Autonomous AI compliance free leaders to lead. Pause. Autonomous AI does not just react, it predicts regulatory change. New laws are foreshadowed by months of drafts, hearings, and public debate. Autonomous AI monitors legislative progress, agency meetings, think tank reports, and even social media for early signals. For humans, tracking this is overwhelming. For AI, it's routine. Back at Innovate Forward, their agent detects a surge in EU discussions about AI explainability. It flags the trend: high probability of new explainable AI regulations in 18 to 24 months. Start preparing now. This foresight lets companies design compliance systems and train staff before rules are finalized. They can even join policy discussions, shaping regulations to be practical. Proactive compliance becomes a strategic advantage. With autonomous AI, companies don't just follow rules, they help write them. Take FinCorp, a mid-sized investment firm. Their advisors used all available client data, a policy from 2015, before strict data privacy laws. In 2025, new regulations require data minimization, only access what's necessary. FinCorp's old policy now violated the law, risking millions in fines. The legal team hadn't taught the change buried in a 300-page document, but autonomous AI compliance did. It scanned the new regulation, flagged the data minimization clause, and cross-checked internal policies. Instantly, it alerted the compliance officer. Critical risk. Update advisory policy to meet new law. The agent even suggested revise the wording. FinCorp retrained advisors and updated policies within days, avoiding disaster. A stitch in time, thanks to AI. Powerful autonomous AI doesn't just organize the present, it predicts the future. By analyzing years of transactions, audits, and compliance issues, it learns what normal looks like and spots anomalies instantly. In a financial institution, it detects subtle patterns linked to past misconduct or errors, long before a human would. The agent flags suspicious activity, like a series of trades resembling a pattern that once led to fines. This early warning lets companies intervene before problems escalate. The AI's learning is continuous. It refines its models with every new data point, success or false alarm. Over time, it becomes an expert on your business's unique risk profile. Predictive compliance shifts companies from defense to offense. The result? Fewer surprises, more prevention, and a future-proof compliance strategy. Autonomous AI uses the past to protect your future. Autonomous AI's first job is to synthesize chaos into clarity. It collects data from internal servers, government sites, legal journals, and news feeds, all in one place. Using natural language processing, it reads massive documents and extracts only what matters to your business. It builds a knowledge graph connecting company policies to external regulations and internal actions. Imagine cross-referencing every sales call with changing regulations. Impossible for humans. Routine for AI. Autonomous AI flags risks like a sales script in Ohio violating a new ordinance and recommends actions. Instead of more data, you get clear, actionable insights. Alerts go straight to the right people. Update policy for customer X to comply with new GDPR rules. The AI transforms overwhelming complexity into simple, decisive instructions. It tames the data beast. Pause. How do businesses navigate this storm of compliance? Autonomous oversight is the answer. Enter autonomous oversight systems, sophisticated oversight designed to make sense of complexity. These aren't sci-fi robots, but digital assistants that understand goals, reason, learn, and act autonomously. For leaders, autonomous oversight is like a tireless team of analysts, always on duty. Unlike rigid automation, autonomous AI use language models and machine learning to read and comprehend legal documents, news, and policies at scale. They connect to internal databases, regulatory sites, legal archives, and news feeds, building a living model of the company's compliance universe through autonomous oversight. This is a shift from reactive, manual compliance to proactive, intelligent oversight. The agent identifies key entities, clauses, dates, and obligations hidden in millions of words. It's always learning, always watching, and always ready to alert you to risks and opportunities through autonomous oversight. Compliance becomes proactive, not reactive. Your digital oversight system keeps you ahead of the curve. Pause. The core problem is information overload. Autonomous oversight is the solution. Too much data from too many sources. Companies must track internal data, customer interactions, employee contracts, and years of policy documents. Externally, they face dense, ever-changing regulations at every level, plus industry standards and best practices. Tracking even one source is a full-time job. Autonomous oversight makes it manageable. Tracking all is nearly impossible. The landscape is always shifting. New laws, court rulings, and trade agreements can change everything overnight. The real risk? Making decisions based on incomplete or outdated information. Old policies can conflict with new laws, and teams may unknowingly fall out of compliance. Without a way to connect all this information in real time, without autonomous oversight, companies are flying blind. The result? A perfect storm for risk, where something critical can easily slip through the cracks. In today's business world, that's a recipe for disaster. Imagine a small tech company innovate forward, turning to autonomous oversight for help. That grew from a garage startup to a global player in just 5 years. Their success brought not just opportunity, but a tidal wave of rules, data privacy laws, financial standards, and industry regulations from every market they enter. CEO Maria now spends more time in compliance meetings than on innovation. The legal and finance teams are overwhelmed. and the company's agility is threatened by a maze of complex, ever-changing regulations. One missed deadline or overlooked clause could mean massive fines or a damaged reputation. Compliance isn't just a legal chore. It's a pillar of trust and survival. The world's connectivity brings both opportunity and unprecedented complexity. Governments constantly rewrite the rulebook in response to new tech and realities. For Innovate Forward, navigating this landscape feels like steering through a storm with an outdated map. They need a new way to see, a new way to navigate. They need a tool built for the speed and complexity of today's world. Title recommended: AI Regulating AI, available on Amazon Books. For deeper insights, I recommend the book AI Regulating AI. Find it on Amazon Books.